really needed a computer for.
So how you doing, Howard?
Busy but good.
That's good.
Busy but good.
My feet work. By the way.
Wife's doing good.
Good.
Really needed a.
That's good news.
She's improving.
Great.
Just got to get the right
Waste of money.
combination of medications for her, and she'll be fine.
That's good.
Yeah.
And it sometimes takes a little time, right?
And that's why I kept trying to tell you. You just gotta, because there's new things on the market that they want to try, but they don't want to try them right now. They want to try something else.
Just ask the same question.
Yeah, they want to try to establish stuff first, right?
Yeah, the one thing that's good though is her neurologist in Cooper is willing to see her every month.
Wow,
You're on the
And
street
that's-
tomorrow if that's one trash can.
They usually don't do that.
that's good.
It's
Yeah.
only 36 gallons.
I was thinking you can get in frequently, it gets your mind at ease too, and that sometimes just helps.
Now, as last week, she was up there,
Listen, if I could, you know,
yesterday.
as
Yeah,
they
she was
say
up
in
there
the neighborhood,
yesterday.
one of those trash
And
cans might, you know,
They
fall off the
spent about
truck.
30, 35
I could
minutes
fill
with
it with
us.
ice and sit in
But
it.
the 2 weeks before that, she spent like an hour and
You know what I'm saying to you?
Yeah, you know, and it was like, it was funny because we were sitting there, we were, and then the person comes in, does her blood pressure and all that other stuff, and she goes, Dr. Tony will be with you in
on there, so then
another
when we do
patient."
the ordinances,
And I turned to my wife and I said,
I told Greg
It
you
is.
should say.
however long it takes.
then
but
we
remember
vote
what we did
again for the first reading.
Last
No,
time, somebody was waiting on the other end.
Yeah.
Okay, and she was a little while, we probably had to wait like 25 minutes past our appointment date. And, but then she
Right,
came in and
that's what I
spent,
just asked you, you told me
like I
no.
said,
Say it
30, 40
again.
minutes for us, so. But the nice part about it is after we were in
The
there for a
whole
while,
thing. Oh, okay, that's why I was wondering, because
I
she
don't know,
has
I
it
guess
here, and
nurse
we don't
came
want to do
back
it, then
in
we want to do it when we get to
I
it.
was
Dr.
gonna
Jones
That's what
decided
I,
it
that was
a
my
little while.
understanding the other day,
Okay.
but
This goes with
I
ordinance.
didn't know why it was on here. Okay.
can't cover everything.
This goes with ordinance 4.
Okay.
Hot off the presses, huh?
It's actually feels warm.
This goes with ordinance 4.
I went to the Army Museum, which was fascinating.
Oh, that was my other.
So, as far as I'm concerned, it's
You're getting good help.
getting good help. I have no complaints.
That's great.
And they have, she went and saw a neurological
Yeah.
psychologist last week. Okay, and this girl, of course, at our age, everybody
I
looks like
thought
her
you
girl.
said you
Okay,
were
she-
going
yeah, she looked like
all
she was
at
like
once.
18, 19 years old, but she was very thorough and very good and did a synopsis report, and it was, I won't complain, I can't complain about Cooper. Anybody that says, where do you think you should go for, especially strokes and those kind of, Cooper, go to Cooper. Unless you're in the process of
Having one.
have one, then you want to go to ACMC.
Yeah, just get it done.
Yeah.
6 years ago, I felt really bad. I was getting funny pain in my arm. And I went over here, and the girl was running the doctor was running the emergency room. And the guy, the neurologist happened to come in and did that. I mean, and it wasn't anything, it was a pinched nerve. But at that point, 60 years old, the first thing you think. And they must have put me through 20 times. They said, we're going to
Yeah, I
keep you
know.
overnight.
I just wanted to get them off.
They said, no, let's just do that. Everybody was complaining. I thought they were great over here. I mean, I had the care I had.
Right.
And the guy was from the University of Penn, he was retiring, and she was young, she had just gone through a ton of residencies on stroke. So I think that some of it's how you
Yeah.
get treated, how you treat people too, right?
Yeah, for sure.
But we're gonna.
For sure. Because like the neuro,
Okay. So you have the Eagle Scout.
the one that she saw, the neuro psychologist.
It's in one of
Okay,
those.
I keep keeping these mixed up because she sees so many of them. When we first
There's
initially
one in there.
called, they
And
said
you want it
to see her
for
till October. And I said to her, I said, her doctor wants her to see her as soon as she can. Did she get on the waiting list? And I just smoothed her.
Yeah, you're nice.
And I said, anything you can do, I would certainly appreciate it. I'm very concerned about my wife. And she goes, well, I don't put you on the waiting list. And she goes, and what I'll do is I keep the list, and she says, I'll put a star, because she's so nice, she says, I'll put a star next. And when I got off, I went, yeah, that's bullshit. Okay, but, I mean, like, 2 weeks later, she called and said she had no.
Wow, that's great.
So I did the same thing this time with the, this other neurologist. She's going to see, it's emotion neurologist. Okay, checking her emotions.
What are you, in a hurry?
and things of that nature. And,
Got a packed room here.
I did the same thing, right? You know,
That's good.
whatever you can do, I would
I'm
certainly
gonna swear
appreciate
now.
it.
Can't ask for more than that.
No?
Who's swearing in? Are you swearing in? Okay.
What?
All right, get the mics on here.
I gave it to everyone.
Yes.
Hey, didn't see you sneak in.
Do I don't need one for right now. I didn't make enough for everyone.
I'll just hold it here just in case I'm not questioned.
Okay, and then you'll give it back to me, and I'll make you a copy.
Now, was Keith,
Yeah, work. Yeah. Worse is when you come in, like, we have this.
We haven't been in meetings since 143 years ago, so we're gonna take a few
Really?
minutes.
Yeah,
Why don't we do that?
I'm gonna leave Saturday morning, come back Thursday, so not too long.
Well, you guys don't, you're gonna have
So
the
we
poets.
picked my, for my fundraiser, and of course, Mainland's
Remember the
graduating.
poets are gonna come up?
Oh, it'll be what it'll be.
For the Girl Scout and the swearing in, I have them after that. Yeah. I wasn't sure which one.
There you go. There you go.
all right, you wanted to do the poets first?
Yeah, why don't we do that first?
That's going out for bids soon, both of them?
Yeah, I just threw it on there. And
Separate bids or
if you
package?
wanted to.
Why don't we do the poets, then how about we do the mainland kids?
Okay.
You know, let Allison's family see how things get done a little bit here.
Well, I had the Mainland first, and then the Girl Scout, and then Alice.
Okay,
We can do the poets at the top, and then whatever you want to do. It doesn't matter to me.
yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
What we do is full house tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's good.
Any idea?
It's getting quiet all of a sudden.
Oh, my God. Meat.
Nope. I was trying, and I was like, okay, good luck.
We have meat.
Zahara?
Zahir, yeah. Yeah, Mahara. Zaire, I think.
Got quiet, does that mean anybody wants
I think they're waiting on you.
Are we good?
We're all in line.
The girls to read aren't here.
Oh, okay. Oh, good, all right.
Not
Thank you for
good,
letting
but
me
yeah.
know.
If they get here, I'll just wait.
Okay, good, thank you. Oh, all right, that moves that on. Okay, we're back to our original.
So we'll go back to the resolutions.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
This meeting is called to order. Would everyone please rise for the flag salute? I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
May I have a roll call, please?
Councilmember Habercorn.
Present.
Councilmember Owen.
Here.
Councilmember DePamphlis.
Here.
Councilmember McCary. Councilmember McGuigan.
Here.
Councilmember Dill.
Here.
Council President Johnston.
Here. Also present is Mayor Tapp, Administrator Faust, City Clerk Heath for her very first official city council meeting as our new clerk, City Solicitor Smith, and City Engineer Snyder. Pursuant to the Open Public Meetings Act, adequate notice of this meeting has been provided. The agenda for this meeting is posted in City Hall and on the city's website, summerspointgov.org. Welcome, everyone. We're going to move the agenda around a little bit in the interest of everyone's time. I need a motion to move resolutions number 149, 159, and 152 to the top of the agenda, please.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Need a motion to open for public comment on resolutions number 149, 159, and 152 only.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? We're now open for public comment on resolutions number 149, 159, and 152 only. Could I have a motion to close, please?
I'll make that motion.
Second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? We're now closed for public comment. We'll start with resolution number 149.
Resolution number 149 of 2024. Resolution in support of Mainland Regional High School's Support the Troops Club. Whereas Mainland Regional High School's Support the Troops Club has been serving the community since its inception in 2008, dedicated to supporting military members, veterans, and wounded warriors. And whereas the mission of the Support the Troops Club includes creating public awareness about the sacrifices made by these brave men and women in service of their country. And whereas the Support the Troop Club has undertaken the commendable initiative of the New Jersey License Plate Project, aiming to design a standalone veterans license plate to honor and recognize the sacrifices endured by military personnel. And whereas the DMV currently does not offer a standalone veterans license plate option in New Jersey, making the Support the Troops Club's project even more vital in providing a visible symbol of gratitude and support for our veterans. Therefore, be it resolved that we, Mayor and City Council of Summers Point, extend our wholehearted support to Mainland Regional High School Support the Troops Club and their efforts in the New Jersey License Plate Project. And be it further resolved that we encourage all citizens to actively engage with and support this project, whether through participation in the design process, spreading awareness, or advocating for the implementation of the standalone veterans license plate option by the DMV. And be it finally resolved that a copy of this resolution be presented to Mainland Regional High School Support the Troops Club as a token of our appreciation for their dedication to honoring and supporting our military members, veterans, and wounded warriors.
Should we do the presentation before we vote?
No, why don't we vote first?
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we vote first and then have them come up and do the presentation?
Okay. Could I have a motion for resolution number 149?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Any comments?
Yes, I like to comment. It's, what?
No? Go
Oh,
ahead.
you good? No, I just want to show my appreciation to Chris and the club that's there. I know that it's, the veterans in Summers Point, it's very important to us that we support them, and the fact that the DMV does not show or have that ability to show that there's a difference from someone who just is a veteran who might not have served in a foreign war or was wounded, but yet they still have that veteran status, and we should be able to show them how much we support. And I'm just so thankful that the younger generation is getting behind to help support the veterans. And I'm so proud of all of you, and thank you.
Madam President,
Yes.
I'd just like to express, I have always had a high regard for our veterans and those who have chosen to serve this country. Over the last week or two, I've had even had that heightened through some different experiences. And, we can't thank enough the veterans and the people that choose to serve this country. And like the mayor has said there, whether it's in a foreign conflict somewhere or you're a part of that support, you're supporting this country and the whole concept of democracy and freedom. And for you, young people, to step forward and help continue to build on that recognition that is so desperately required is very admirable, and thank you for doing that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution number 149 is adopted.
Chris, would you like to come up?
Yeah.
That's an example of Texas veteran license plate program.
Medal of Honor, Holy Cross. Wow.
Comprehensive. Good evening, Mayor and council members. I appreciate the opportunity for me to bring forth the students from the Mainland Regional High School Support the Troops Club. And I also, again, I know I said this a few weeks ago when I was here, I personally, as a veteran, have a lot of respect for the patriotism that the Summers Point, well, the public in Summers Point, because it takes the city to do all this, plus the elected body, to come out as strongly as you do all year long, every year, as long as I've been a resident. I've lived in this area for, I guess, close to 60 years now. So Summers Point, in my mind as a veteran, seems to always lead the way and support us. So I really do appreciate that. Tonight, what I'm going to do is, the resolution was beautiful, and it said a lot of what I was going to say already, so I'm not going to repeat it. But what I would like to do is have two members of the club, Second Vice President Emmett Lee, and member Olivia Carlton, talk just for about a minute each. And to the right are the samples of the signs that we would like to present eventually to the state of New Jersey, and hopefully they, support our plate. So, thank you very much.
Good afternoon, Mayor, council members, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Emmett Lee, and I am the second vice president of the Support Troops Club. I am here today to present our Veterans License Plate Initiative to the city leaders and ask your support and inform the resolution. Our club's primary goal is to support veterans. Several months ago, we came up with an idea to research veterans license plates. We were surprised to find out that while one state had about 100 license plates for veterans, New Jersey did not have a dedicated license plate just for veterans. Every other state had at least one. Here are some quick facts. Approximately 338,000 veterans reside in New Jersey. The New Jersey Motor Vehicle Commission does not offer a standalone automobile license plate for New Jersey veterans. New Jersey offers approximately 14 military-related license plates, but not a general veterans license plate. Our club is presenting an idea to expand New Jersey's offering to hundreds and thousands of veterans. With this veterans automobile plate, veterans can publicly display their service and commitment and sacrifice to not only the people of New Jersey, but the United States of America. After this is resolved, our mission will be completed.
Hi everyone, my name is Olivia Carlton. We brainstormed and created about a dozen designs with help from an Adobe expert. We are here to present our 4 best designs to all of you. Our design plan was to keep things simple but instantly recognizable in symbolism. We placed our country's flag in each design. The image of soldiers raising the flag on Iwo Jima's Mount Suribachi is initially recognizable as the grit, sacrifice, blood, sweat, perseverance, spirit, and determination of all America's soldiers. At the bottom of our license plate is the word veteran. We greatly appreciate your time and hope we can get your support in the form of a resolution. Thank you.
Very nice. We have some resolutions
Thank you.
here.
Good job, guys. Great job.
We have some resolutions that are signed by all the council and the mayor. This is exactly what was just read. We have one for everyone here. Start to hand these out.
Thank you.
I want to thank you all very much. And by the way, I have something else here. Tonight, Mainland had their award ceremony. And somebody did not go to that because they completed the mission. What I have here, Mainland Regional High School congratulates Emmett S. Lee for earning the support of our troops, the Josephine Carney Memorial Scholarship, $500.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Here, guys, just grab those signs and take them with you if you would. I'll grab that easy.
Give it back to him.
We'll move on to resolution number 159, please.
Resolution number 159 of 2024, thanking and honoring Andrew Alexis, candidate for Eagle Scout. Whereas Andrew Alexis is a graduate of Dawes Avenue School, Jordan Road School, and Mainland Regional High School. And whereas Andrew is a member of Troop 55 of the Jersey Shore Council in New Jersey, Boy Scouts of America. And whereas Andrew's Eagle Scout project consisted of removing the battered gate to the Great Egg Harbor Township Historical Society's community garden and replacing it with a new one. He also planted an inkberry shrub to fill a gap where another shrub had been and installed plant labels to identify the many plants in the garden. Whereas Andrew, in conjunction with Troop 55, planned all aspects of the project and supervised other scouts and volunteers to get this environmentally beneficial and sustainable project completed. And whereas the project was one of many steps in the process of Andrew's quest in obtaining the rank of Eagle Scout in the Boy Scouts of America, the highest rank available. And now, therefore, be it resolved that the City Council of Summers Point recognizes and honors the efforts of Mr. Andrew Alexis and the excellent example he provides for other young people to follow. Be it further resolved that the City Council of Summers Point convey their gratitude to Andrew and their best wishes to him in all his future endeavors and services to the community. In addition, be it further resolved that the City Council of Summers Point thank Troop 55 of the Jersey Shore Council in New Jersey, Boy Scouts of America, for their contributions to these worthwhile projects.
May I have a motion, please?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Any comments?
You know, reading this and looking at the one word in there, supervised, it's a leadership role too, so that's really a key attribute of a future leader here, is to see somebody willing to not only step up, but to also supervise. So thank you.
Madam President,
Yes.
just congratulations on completing that and working your way through it. I know it's quite a bit of work to achieve the level of Eagle Scout, and that will serve you well in the future. Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations to you, Andrew, and I just want to say we're proud to say that you grew up here in Summers Point, and you went to our school through our school system, and we're very proud of you, so. And I know your parents are. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution number 159 is adopted. You want to come forward, Alex?
There you go.
Andrew, I'm sorry. Okay, resolution number 152, please.
Resolution number 152 of 2024, appointment of deputy city clerk, namely Allison Giampapa.
May I have a motion, please?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Any comments?
Madam President,
Yes, Mr. McCready.
congratulations to a, fair to call you a Summers Point native. Looking forward to your continued contributions here. Thank you so much.
I want to also congratulate you, Allison. I see you almost every single day. There's always a smile on your face, and anything that I ask, it's there, it's done, and I do appreciate it. Usually it's, how do I do this on my computer, or how do I scan this and send
It's
this?
easier to just do it, right?
You know, she's an ace, and well-deserved. Congratulations.
Madam President,
Yes.
when I walk in the morning and you're standing there working with the residents that are coming up, your professionalism and your courteousness is commendable, so keep it up. Thank you.
Council President, just congratulations. You're well-deserved, and I see you there working hard every day, and it's a good feeling to know that we have employees like you that are willing to advance the cause of the city and help the citizens. Thank you.
Congratulations, Allison. We're lucky to have you. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution number 152 is adopted. Our city clerk Heath will be swearing in Allison tonight with her aunts Patty and Carol holding the Bible. Great to be an aunt.
Now, repeat after me. I state your name,
I, Allison Giampapa,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and the governments established in the United States
and the governments established in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly
perform all the duties of
perform all the duties of
the office of
the office of
Deputy City Clerk,
Deputy City Clerk,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
No, I don't.
Okay, now we'll move on to the work part. We appreciate everyone being here tonight. Thank you. You're welcome. I didn't even have to say it.
Yeah, I know. You've done this before.
Yeah. Anyone have any communications to offer? Hearing none. Mr. Mayor?
Ooh. Got something here. Well, actually, this could have been a communication, but, a few months back, I was tasked with writing a letter to the Department of Transportation in reference to a couple of the fatalities that took place on MacArthur Boulevard. I did get a response back from the acting commissioner's chief of staff. Basically, what NJDOT's Bureau of Safety Bikes Pedestrian Program performed a safety screening of Route 52 within the Summers Point using the most current NJDOT safety management system. This screening identifies the unmarked crosswalk and the T intersections at Braddock for pedestrian improvements. So they're going to be looking at that area there, and they're probably going to be looking at other areas also. I'm just glad we got a response back on that. And that's a positive step. At the end of the day, you got to cross the crosswalks, which is how that's got to happen. What else do we have? Tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. for the elected officials, the AMVETS and some of the veterans groups, since we were on the veterans here, they're going to have a dedication of the new flagpole over at Circle Liquor at 10 o'clock. If they will be presenting the owner with a plaque, if anyone's available to show that support, that would be great. The Historical Society is working on Good Old Days already. Pretty soon that's going to be here, even though we're just in the summer months. And we got great bands, The Notion, Turtle Heads, and Plaid Salmon. As we know, the Summers Point Beach concerts start tomorrow at 7. We are voted the #1 outdoor concert series in the United States. And with that, we got By Water Call playing. As we know, we got the Farmers Market, which is actually twice as large, in my opinion, than it was last year, very big. Every Saturday, 8 to 12, and it's over behind the mansion. And lastly, what I would like to do is I'd like to thank our Public Works. I would like to thank our fire department and our police. If we don't know already, there was a dump truck that was full of sand coming off the Ocean City Bridge and made the right-hand turn up Shore Road and flipped. Sand all over. Fortunately, nobody got killed, but everyone had to jump into action, and they finally got it upright, got the area clean, open. Took a few hours. A&A Towing had to come in. Atlantic County had to come in with their backhoes, clean the sand up. It was a real mess, but we're up and running, and I asked them to leave a little bit of sand on the potholes that were still there. It'll only last a day, but I know that Greg Schneider will be on it right away. So, and then lastly, I thought that was lastly, but I would like to wish Greg Schneider a happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday, Greg.
Looks good for 50. And that's the end of the mayor's report.
Thank you, Mayor. Mr. Frost, good? Mr. Smith, you're good?
Actually have something, the birthday boy and I flipped the coin and I lost, so I'll give this little presentation. We entered into a redevelopment agreement relative to the alleys on the corner of Route 9 and Groveland Avenue, and in connection with that redevelopment program, there's going to be reconstruction of that intersection. And Mr. Steve Nemad, who represents the owner, has requested that they be able to start to demolish this without the construction of the intersection yet, because the DOT seems to be a little backlogged, and they've asked for additional information. And I do have the okay with the birthday boy, so I would just ask that I be authorized to send a letter to Mr. Nemad saying we don't have an objection to proceeding in that fashion. If anyone has any questions, I can.
And Mr. Smith, after they demolish it, are they going to come back and want to start construction, or how are they going to, once the debris is removed from the lot, how are they going to secure the lot so that it's safe for residents?
That's not outlined in this letter.
It is outlined?
That's not.
It's not outlined.
This just talks about the email, and he talks about, I've got the letter from the DOT just explaining what needs to be done, additional material needs to be submitted. And
Okay.
he just would like to get the building down, and so that way when things start to move, they can start the construction.
Sure.
So it would be safe to say that when they do the demolition, that Mr. Schneider will make sure it's secured, and that any excavation or old excavation of any foundations, whatnot, would be backfilled completely?
Yeah, that's correct. I would assume I would request that they put up a construction fence around the perimeter too.
And the site is completely cleaned of any demolition debris?
Correct.
Yeah, the one thing we don't want is issues with the residents and people complaining about the condition of the lot once the demolition took place. They have to put forth some type of reasonable effort to make it look as appropriate as it possibly can be. Thank you.
No problem.
Just one other thing, Mr. Smith. What is the advantage of them demolishing the building? And, you know, I hate to ask this question, but as they demolish that building now, the assessment of the property is less. Never mind.
We begin to rebuild the intersection until the DOT issues the highway access permit. But we'd like to use the intervening time productively, thus the request to begin demolition and site work. That's what he's done. In other words, they'd like to get started on the project. I think they anticipate that they'll be able to get the construction started with the DOT in the very near future.
I also believe they intend for that letter to start some of the site work, you know, start doing some excavation and stuff like that for the basins and prepping the work for the actual
Okay,
site.
well,
So
if that is in fact the case, then we make sure that there's a temporary fence or a construction fence like you had said earlier. Thank you.
His birthday, and he's still not off the hook.
Yeah.
Was there something in that agreement that stated that the intersection had to be started prior to the removal of
Yeah.
the building?
I think it's prior
I
to
think
the
it has to be
construction.
approved.
Or
I don't believe they could get a CO until the
No.
Yeah.
equipment is to the.
It has to be, yeah, it has to be approved.
Right, so they're not going to, I mean, Steve Nemad said it, and I trust him, but
They can't do
out
it.
of
They can't
everyone
do
in
it
that
without
office.
it.
But I just want to make sure that that intersection gets done, and
The intersection is a big, huge part of that agreement.
Yeah, the
Gotcha.
intersection and
The
the drainage,
intersection
and
and the
resolving the
drainage are
drainage
the
were the two key
Two
issues
key
there.
issues.
right, no, I know, but I didn't know
In the
whether or
event.
not there was a certain timing, you know, like when we did Bayview Court Apartments, you had to hit certain plateaus before you were allowed to do the next step, and I didn't know whether or not this agreement reflected that, and does that have to be looked at again, that's all.
And I guess sitting here thinking that the concern might be that they go and do some work, they demolish the building, do some site work, and then the DOT doesn't do the work or doesn't agree to do the work.
Well, the letter they
Then the
provide-
project can't go forward, and now we have a,
The letter that they provide from the DOT basically states that they agree with what they're proposing.
Yeah.
They just have to iron out the details, like the
Okay.
signal timing and everything like that. So
All right.
the letter from the DOT did say they were gonna, approve the project once all the engineering details are.
if you're comfortable, I'm comfortable. Thank you.
Is there a time frame on that? Like the next year or two?
Demolition, you mean?
Well, the demolition.
No, I mean the intersection project itself.
Oh, well.
I think it's totally, and correct me if I'm wrong, it's totally relying on waiting for the state of New Jersey, and
Yeah.
we all
Okay.
know what can happen there.
Sure.
Okay, so we're good with sending a letter.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's all I have.
Thank you. Does anyone have any committee reports to offer?
Madam President,
Yes.
last Thursday, June 6th, Recreation Board met here. We had a celebrity councilman, Charles Habicorn, join me. And we had a great audience. And during public comment, a lot of good things, suggestions, things that the citizens, senior citizens of this town like to, try to have things happen. I mean, like bus trips and maybe possibly bingo night. So we're talking about putting a suggestion box inside the senior building. And also, I guess the main thing too is just getting the communication out as to all activities. And I know with our marketing program and social media and, Sure Local and all the other avenues we use, we just keep trying to plug away and get our message out there to some of the people who don't pick up, the cell phone or the magazine or whatnot. But we're going to continue to do our best, right, Charles?
Yeah, the one suggestion that came up for communication for those that don't use the internet or their phone was to have a board, like a enclosure, much like what we have down on the beach, where something could be posted, the schedule could be posted for like a 2-week period and then rotate through so that people, if they drive up or they're using the facility, can actually see what was going on in town. That was something that was thrown out.
That can also be posted in the other 2 kiosks, so.
So that was something for the folks that don't use social media or the internet in any format.
Any other committee reports?
Did we skip the engineer?
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Snyder.
Engineers report. His birthday.
Somehow you got erased.
Come on, it's his
from
birthday.
the-
Yeah.
Before you start your report, I just have one question. If you could let us all on the dais know, and all the lovely people here, as well as everybody out there in YouTube land, is it true that life begins at 40? Because I have no recollection of being 40, so, thank you.
There's a change order resolution on the agenda for Ocean Avenue Phase 1. That's just to close out the project, slight decrease. There's also 4 resolutions on the consent agenda for advertising bids for the Pacific Avenue Pump Station replacement, Exton Road Stormwater Pump Station, Ocean Avenue Stormwater repairs, and a fiscal year 23 Safe Streets and Transit Shore Road improvements. These are all grants that the city received that we're going to be going out to bid for.
Great.
And you're okay with that deduct change order?
Yeah.
And the lateral drilling project is underway too from Bay Avenue,
That's
Station 5.
the Holstein project.
Yep.
Okay, thank you. Could I have a motion to approve the minutes from our regular meeting of April 23rd, 2024, and executive session meeting minutes from April 23rd, 2024, approved as to content only?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right.
Any opposed? The minutes are approved. We'll move on to ordinances. Mr. Smith, do you want to?
If I may, the way the agenda is written is, it's my fault. It's not, number 4, 2024 is not technically a first reading introduction. We tabled that ordinance for 2024. And recall, I started to raise an issue at the last council meeting, and then we were going to wait till tonight. What it has been suggested to me is that there's a belief that there's support of council bring back this ordinance off the table, which would require a motion to untable and a second, and then there would be required some type of action, and there's only 3 types of action that can be taken because there are certain requirements relative to publication in connection with the second reading of a street vacation, which have not been met. You could vote this down, you could amend it as it's been suggested as what council may wish to do, and that would be amending it for a partial vacation as opposed to this ordinance, which was a changed, and therefore that would then be the first reading and introduction of an amended ordinance, or you could table it again with the intent to pass the original ordinance, and if you tabled it, you'd have to set a date as to when you intended to bring it back, so our city clerk can properly notice those parties who are required by statute to be noticed. So that is procedurally where we are on this. I know that Councilman Wade is looking at me saying, why are we doing it this way?
I'm only looking to
Just to make it
intently listen
confusing.
to you.
Yeah.
Please
But-
don't
so-
read into what my face.
So we need a motion to put this ordinance back on the table, please.
I'll make a motion to bring this ordinance back onto the table.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, ordinance number 4 is now back on the table.
It's technically a second reading, so you would be required to allow public comment before you're anticipating on making a second motion of some sort.
And we have a motion for it to amend.
No, I think we have to make a motion to open it to the public, is that right? Make a motion to open to the public.
Excuse me, Kai, if you don't mind? If you don't mind?
Yeah.
Sure.
Would we not, if we're going to open it to the public as a second reading, you would have had to have notified everyone
Yeah, we didn't advertise.
200 feet, and it wasn't advertised.
I know, that's what I said, you can only take 3 actions with this,
Gotcha.
okay? You can make a motion to amend. You can make a motion to vote it down,
So we can make a motion to amend.
yes.
And then it goes on as a,
Just let me finish, because
Okay.
you get this all out.
Yeah, it gets
procedurally,
confusing.
and Everybody gets an understanding. You could vote no tonight, to say go, and then we start all over again. Or.
Right, but you can't vote-
or-
but you
or
can't vote
say-
yes.
Or you say, I want to entertain a motion to table this, and the problem with tabling something is when you bring it off the table for a second reading, we have no justification requirements. So that's where we are with this. So,
so we can
we need a motion to start with a motion
to amend.
to open to the public, but still a second reading.
But we didn't advertise it.
Okay, still should make the motion, I believe.
I believe I made the motion.
Okay, I believe you did.
Is there a second? We need a second, though, right?
Second.
The motion is to open for public comment.
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? But we're not voting on it, though, right?
You're opening it to the public.
Okay, we're now
That's all
open
you're
for
doing,
public
right?
comment on ordinance number 4.
Motion to,
Wait,
oh, I'm sorry.
That's Northern Council people on a one-to-one basis, and I have a lot of respect for them on a personal basis. They're wonderful.
Could you just state your name for
Yeah,
the
I'm
record,
Richard
please?
Karff. I'm the one most impacted for Oak Roan vacation. What'd you say, sir? I didn't hear you.
It was just a point of order procedurally with her relative to people announcing where they're from under Daniel's law.
I thought we were going to send out notices, so you're saying you don't have to send out notices now to the neighbors of the property the way you're structuring this?
No, we do.
Yeah, I would highly recommend that, because it's, the whole neighborhood is impacted across the street. They were, but anyway, you want my information. You wouldn't feel good about it if you lived there and had a house there, and then you were promised, the way the state usually does it, half the road becomes mine and half becomes the country club's road. What we're talking about, was it 60 feet, 30 each? Is that correct, or is it?
Yes, I believe.
It should be divided equally, and that would have been the simplest way for you guys to do it. Instead, from what I understand, you're getting the country club to indemnify you if anyone sues, that they don't like what you do, which complicates the township even more. It would be a cleaner way, just do the way the state normally does it when you vacate a road, give half to the owner there and half to the other owner. I would like you to explain to me What are the advantages to do it this way? Are you guys in the development business? Or, I mean, the developer is going to have a home run no matter what. Safety-wise, because the school buses come into my parking lot and make U-turns, they didn't want to go down the street that much. I had to call 2 school bus companies many times over the years because I didn't want them wearing down my blacktop in my parking lot. They were lazy and they didn't want to go down the street, but you have kids crossing. You're going to have 2 entrances where my tattoo shop used to be, and 2 more entrances now to the left where this house is. We have, it's like bumper cars when you're in the old Atlantic City and you went on the boardwalk. They're coming from all directions. I don't know what kind of lighting you're going to have. You're not putting a stoplight there, which probably would be better for the safety, but you haven't even examined it for traffic studies, and you're rushing into something you don't know what's going to be, and you're giving it away for nothing when it has value, probably to me and to the country club. I don't understand where you're going with this. I definitely think you need notices to all the neighbors. They're either complacent, maybe they'll come, but by law you should, but you still have to explain to me, what are the advantages for you to vote to give the country club Lennar Homes the right to the whole road that would have been cleaner, and if you vacated it the fair way, the way everyone does it in the state of New Jersey? Why are you guys getting in the development business? What kind of hold harmless did you give them if I sue that I don't like what you do? I'm sure NEMAD, who I know over the years, has given you, I don't know what positive indications. And then there's another thing, my son brought it up to me. I just learned recently that this was mandated by for the low housing that you're doing, the low-income housing, Matt Laurel decision, which I know very well. You had to give, I didn't even know Oak Road was involved in the major decision. Why did you jump to a partial site plan? Why wasn't the road from day one when you approved the homes talked about? Why is it snuck in later like a quarterback sneak? So explain the many things I have. My wife has questions. Hopefully my father can have the strength that they have some questions. We're here just as mom and pop. We're not Lennar Homes. We're looking for your help. I don't want to ruin my house. If you do have to do something, which I don't think is a wise thing to do, I suggest I have a security fence around the house and big trees to give the people a sense of privacy. You would not want it if it was your house, so think about me as if I was you. Please answer some of the questions. I'll be happy to repeat some of my questions. I'm confused about Judge Persky's decision, how this was mandated. My son said Stephen Nemad used to be a partner with Persky. That, to me, was a conflict right from the beginning. I don't know the time frame when he was a partner or not.
Different Persky.
Yeah.
Different Persky?
Different Persky. If I'm gonna answer
Please,
the question.
please.
Yeah.
In 2008, there's an order that was entered by the court that required the city to allow this housing development to be constructed with a certain apportionment of COA units. And in connection with that, there was a agreement, and it's like 3 different things, what can be done with the road, but the road was part and parcel of this back in 2008. And no one sitting on this council was here in 2008. I wasn't here.
That's incorrect.
You were here?
Yeah.
Okay. There was one person here in 2008, he may be able to give you a little bit more insight.
Well, this,
I don't.
Well, you had to
that's what he
figure it
said. It's a court order settlement.
Right.
And you certainly know that.
I never
And
read
part of
it.
that court order settlement, and Mr. Smith will correct me if I'm wrong, it includes the language, the vacation of Oak Lane.
Or there's 3 different variances of what can be done with Oak Lane. And so that's what's being considered right now.
Well, why?
I don't know why we're gonna wait and see what happens here. Public session's done and we see what council does with this. If they amend it, it's only gonna be a first reading. You can come back with whatever you want to come back for a second reading. The publication will take place after the first reading, and the publication will take place, and notice will be given to everyone prior to the second reading.
Well, you know,
It's just a procedural
Well, what advantages do you have by making it a two-way street versus one-way? I'd like to hear your comment on that publicly. And then also, why I'm here, and I like the develop, I'm pro-development next door, by the way. I'm not anti that development. I'd be nuts to be anti-development. I'd just, he would agree with me, Sean.
Sure.
I'd be nuts. You know, they cut all the trees down. The trees were destroying the roofs of my property. We have a lot of pluses here. But the marker in the back, they bury, I paid for a survey when all this thing started. My monument's missing now. If we're talking about inches, which mean everything to me because it's my house, you know, and I'm not going to get Oak Road. Hopefully you'll give me half like we originally talked about. I'd like them to give me my monument back and make sure it's there because I don't want to pay for another survey. These monuments are crucial to me. I want to get the road pushed as far away from the house as we can get it. I want to get a fence there and I want to get trees. But tell me why you have to make, what's the advantage of having two ways there? We got two ways on the other side. It's more of a cut-through for everyone. What are you getting out of it, really?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
We're not making any, we're not passing anything tonight, so I think,
I think you should stick up, when you do what you're thinking, explain why it's better to do it this way than the other way.
You're not required to, I'll just interrupt the gentleman.
Wow.
I don't need to do that, sir, but you're not required to give an explanation on any.
Maybe they want to. I mean, they're not.
well, we've had several conversations and presentations.
Please don't talk over people, okay? That's not, that's one of my pet peeves in life, everyone knows that.
You'd be a good school teacher.
I'm just advising my client
Okay,
of their,
that's all
of
right.
what procedurally they are required to do in connection with the council meeting and in connection with this ordinance. So, they
So we've heard your concerns,
Yeah.
and
Well, that's just part, we'll want to come back again. I'm glad you're going to send notices out to the neighborhood, because half of them don't even know the meeting's tonight, what you're doing.
yes.
That's the way the public is. You know that. I hope you think about, even though you don't want to comment on it, you think about the pros and cons of why it has to be done the way the country club. I don't know why they're so greedy. I don't know what their advantage is, whether they want to develop the land later on and they want the whole, is it 60 we're talking about, Mr. Engineer? 60 feet we're talking about. I mean, the road, you know, he called me on the phone, I was thinking.
Point of order,
Sorry,
Council
we have to-
President.
I'm sorry, yeah.
Go
I
ahead,
have-
Debbie, you have something to say. You never have
Thank you. Could I have a motion to close, please?
A motion to close public.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, Mr. Smith, so now, can we,
If you want to request counsel, if it's your understanding that you would like to entertain a motion to amend the ordinance and change it from a complete vacation to a partial vacation, where the perpendicular portion of the roadway off of Mays Landing Road is not vacated, and then I took the liberty of doing a rough draft amended ordinance, which I understand everyone has in their packet now, which does certain things. It amends the Mays Landing Road entity as a corporation versus an LLC, which was in the original ordinance. It identifies that the initial request is to vacate just a portion, which is the perpendicular part. We would be vacating the parallel part, and I have given that to Madam Clerk, and she has distributed that to everyone. That's exhibits A and B that were attached. This is my fault.
okay.
I changed in this, to be part of any amendment, that the owner and beneficial owner are obligated to defend and indemnify the municipality in connection with the actual street vacation. And then I also made a change anticipated of an amendment, and that is in section 6, which requires the construction, maintenance, and easement relative to the requirement that the city maintain the fence. That was not, it was, the message given to me was specific sidewalk only. So,
Okay. It is my understanding that that was our intent, was to amend this ordinance. So could I please have a motion to amend ordinance number 4?
Council President, I'd like to make a motion to amend ordinance number 4 for, I guess will be a first reading, correct?
Yeah.
As amended?
this will be a significant change.
Yes.
To make it a first reading.
It'll be a first reading, and we'll advertise it, and at the next meeting, open to the public and do the second.
Yeah.
Could I have a second, please?
Second. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. I think we got there.
Couldn't ask the birthday boy to help me on that one.
Okay. Let's see, where are we now?
Just a point of order, we only voted to amend it, we haven't voted to approve.
Okay, could I have a motion to approve ordinance number 4 for the first reading, please?
As amended, yes. As amended.
As amended?
Yes.
As
Yes.
amended?
Amended,
Yes, I'll
yes.
make that motion.
Okay.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Thank you.
Madam President, if I may,
Yes.
just 2 points of clarification. We just voted to introduce an amended ordinance,
Correct.
correct? So typically, introducing an ordinance is not necessarily supporting it, but it's putting out there to have some discussion on it and to set up that second reading. The second question is, and excuse my ignorance, the notice of everybody within 200 feet of the property, is that a requirement that's been bandied about here?
No.
Oh, then we're not doing that.
We have to advertise it. We don't have to.
That's the
We have
publication.
to.
Right, you guys advertise every ordinance. I don't know
Right.
where this,
Can I finish?
sure.
Thanks. You have to publish the second reading anyway, but there's also included, you notice in the ordinance, who's required to receive notification, adjacent property owners, to the property and the utility company.
Right, but this discussion about 200 feet.
I didn't necessarily agree with what the gentleman was saying. I mean, he was-
Well, it was said on this side of it.
That might have been me by mistake.
That's normally when you go for a variance, 200 feet.
So,
All right, so-
according to the ordinance, we have to notify people that are adjacent to to that property, right?
Page, section 3, starting at the top of page 3, lists who's going to receive notification. These are the same entities that received notification last time.
Okay. That's fine.
Am I allowed to ask a question here, or is that out of order?
It's in, yeah, sure.
Okay.
We're out of order anyway, so let's keep going.
It's not cause any problem. R2F2, who is that or what is that?
That is the developer, as I understand it, for the low-income housing.
For the affordable component.
Okay, thank you. Because they're referenced in the amended document. I
Yeah.
hadn't seen that reference in
They were
prior.
actually in the first document.
That was back before me, right?
No.
No?
This was on the agenda back in March.
Oh,
The
I missed
second
that.
reading.
Thank you.
So it was there. That's one of the amendments, is to include both the developer as well as the owner of the golf course and stuff, 901
Okay.
Hayes Landing.
I missed
made
that, Mr. Smith.
modification to the bylaw.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay,
Um,
I know.
Ordinance number 14.
Ordinance number 14 of 2024, Bond ordinance providing for various improvements and acquisitions in and by the city of Summers Point in the county of Atlantic, New Jersey, appropriating $3,150,000 therefore, and authorizing the issuance of $2,992,000 of bonds or notes of the city to finance part of the cost thereof.
May I have a motion, please?
So
I'll make
moved.
that motion.
Second.
Any comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Ordinance number 14 is introduced for the first reading. Number 15.
Ordinance number 15 of 2024, bond ordinance providing for various sewer utility capital improvements in and by the city of Summers Point in the county of Atlantic, New Jersey, appropriating $1,510,000 therefore, and authorizing the issuance of $1,510,000 bonds or notes of the city for refinancing the cost thereof.
May I have a motion, please?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Any comments?
Yeah, Council President, I just want to go on the record that bond ordinances 14 and 15 were part of the 2024 budget, which council approved. And this is just moving forward with bonding in order to purchase the capital improvements that we authorized in the budget.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Ordinance number 15 is introduced. Number 16.
Ordinance number 16 of 2024, an ordinance fixing the salaries, wages, and compensation of the officers and employees of the city of Summers Point, county of Atlantic, state of New Jersey.
May I have a motion, please?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Any comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Ordinance number 16 is introduced. May I have a motion to open for public comment on resolutions only, please?
I'll make that motion. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? We're now open for public comment on resolutions only. May I have a motion to close?
Motion to close. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? We're now closed for public comment. Resolution number 131.
Resolution number 131 of 2024, authorizing executive session. Any pending or anticipated litigation or contract negotiation in which the public body is or may become a party. Any matters falling within the attorney-client privilege to the extent that confidentiality is required for the attorney to exercise his ethical duties as a lawyer. The nature of the matters to be discussed described as fully as possible without undermining the need for confidentiality. Advice of counsel and attorney-client privilege communication regarding the potential redevelopment plan for Avaya NJ Mays Landing LLC, Block 2020, Lot 3.
May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
May I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Could everyone please speak up? I can't hear your votes tonight for some reason, so I'd appreciate it if,
Can I interrupt you?
sure.
The next resolution,
Oh, I was gonna do that, but-
2024, should be held until after,
After executive session.
correct. I
And-
wanted to bring that up. You may vote on it, you may not.
Okay. And we will go into executive session at the end of our meeting here. Okay. Resolution number 145, please.
Resolution number 145 of 2024, authorizing purchase of public administration software through the Sourcewell, formerly NJPA, National Purchasing Program contract from Brightly Software, contract number 090320-SDI for the Summers Point Sewer Department.
May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Any comments? All in favor?
Aye.
All right.
Any opposed? Resolution number 145 is adopted. Number 146.
Resolution number 146 of 2024, approving sponsorship by the City of Summers Point and the Summers Point Recreation Commission of the Good Old Days Festival.
May I have a motion, please?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Any comments?
Madam President, I will recuse myself from this resolution. Thank you.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution number 146 is adopted. Number 147.
Resolution number 147 of 2024, supporting New Jersey's Revolution NJ initiative.
May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Any comments?
Yeah, actually, I have one, if you don't mind. If this is, yeah, the 250th anniversary. The Historical Society had just met, and talking with them, I think that they should be the lead for all the ceremonies and everything that's related to the 250th anniversary.
Absolutely.
And just a comment, in our New Jersey municipalities, there's a page 18 through 22 talks about this movement within the state of New Jersey, gives ideas and framework on how to proceed.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution number 147 is adopted. Number 148.
Resolution number 148 of 2024, adopting a sustainable land use pledge.
May I have a motion, please?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Any comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution number 148 is adopted. Number 150.
Resolution number 150 of 2024, sewer underpayment rebill, block 1010, lot 1.01.
May I have a motion, please?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Any comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution number 150 is adopted. Number 151.
Resolution number 151 of 2024, appointing fund commissioner and alternate fund commissioner.
May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Any comments? Maybe we should find a couple more jobs. for you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yes.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution number 151 is adopted. Number 153.
Resolution number 153 of 2024, liquor license renewals.
May I have a motion, please?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Any comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution number 153 is adopted. Number 154.
Resolution number 154 of 2024, resolution authorizing an award of contract between the City of Summers Point and Constellation New Energy, Inc. for electricity generation supply service under the South Jersey Power Cooperative, E8802-SJPC.
May I have a motion, please?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Any comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution number 154 is adopted. Number 155.
Resolution number 155 of 2024, resolution authorizing the City of Summers Point to appoint human resources consultant specializing in NJ civil service.
May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Any comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution number 155 is adopted. Number 157.
Resolution number 157 of 2024, calling for the restoration of energy tax receipts.
May I have a motion, please?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Oh, I'm sorry, yes.
Just real quick, the energy tax receipts is a classic, is the example of the state of New Jersey, I don't use the word robbing from municipalities, but taking from municipalities with promises, and all those promises are broken. These energy receipts belong to the municipalities. Thank you.
Thanks, Sean, for that
Thank you.
explanation.
Thank you, Michael.
Very educational. Thanks.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution number 157 is adopted. Number 158.
Resolution number 158 of 2024, authorizing execution and delivery of Amendment 3 to a memorandum of understanding between the City of Summers Point and Avaya NJ Mays Landing LLC, extending the negotiating period.
May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Any comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution number 158 is adopted. Number 160.
Resolution number 160 of 2024, change order 1, contract number 123, fiscal year 2022, municipal aid, Ocean Avenue, Phase 1.
May I have a motion, please?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Any comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution number 160 is adopted. Number 166.
Resolution number 166 of 2024, municipal safety coordinator appointment.
May I have a motion, please?
Absolutely. Move forward with it.
May I have a second?
Second.
Any comments?
Another job for the city.
Another job, yeah.
Yep.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody in favor?
Yeah,
Aye.
I said aye.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Any opposed? Resolution number 166 is adopted. Thank you.
No.
May I have a
That's for sure.
motion for the consent agenda, please?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
I'll just speak up.
Thank you, I appreciate that. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The consent agenda is adopted. Okay. Anyone have any old business to discuss? Hearing none. New business. We need an approval for social affairs permit for the Summers Point Historical Society for Good Old Days on September 7th, 2024, from 12 noon to 6 p.m. at Kennedy Park.
I will recuse myself from that consideration.
Everyone else is good with that? All the paperwork's in? Okay, hearing no objection.
Sounds great.
Okay. Approval for a Liberty and Prosperity request for use of the Richard Summers Park for an event to remember and honor Richard Summers on September 4th, 2024, from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m.
I'm good with it.
Everybody's good?
Yep.
Thank you. And the last one is an approval for a social affair permit application for Grace Lutheran Church for an event September 27th from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. I'm assuming that's at the church? Oh, I didn't
Yes.
need a-
Have it here, because they don't have a liquor license.
oh.
Yes, it's at the
At
church.
the church, okay. Everybody's good with that?
All right.
Grace Lutheran, thank
Yes.
you. Any other new business to discuss? Hearing none. Discussion of the bills, Mr. Frost.
Sure, this evening we have a bill list in the $494,227.23.
Okay. Could I have a motion to open for public comment, please?
So
I'll make
moved.
that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? I give up. That would
Aye.
be the only one.
I'm the only one that said aye? Okay.
We're now open for public comment.
Patricia Pearson, 587 Marks Road. Before I comment, I'd like to say that I came in from Weymouth Road today through to Ocean Heights Avenue and in Summers Point that way. And whoever's managing, the management company at Starnes, that shopping center, deserves a little praise for the way they're keeping the grounds. From the light all the way up to Route 9, if you look, all the grounds, it's on the edge of the shopping center. But it's very well done, very nicely kept. and it really looks good for the city of Summers Point. And sometimes when you do good, it should be said. And I really give them a thumbs up for that one. It really looked good.
Great, thank you.
I'd like to also thank Don Dunleavy, who's our inspector over there, that makes sure that they do that, too.
Right.
Now, on number 14, ordinance number 14, what's the $3 million for? Explain what you're buying with it.
There is an extensive capital plan in 2024.
Say what? What does that mean?
It's anything from infrastructure work to machinery and equipment and maintenance and upgrades to buildings.
So $3 million, right?
Right.
And $1 million for the sewer. I got phone calls all day today. The
Right.
bottom line is $7 million we borrowed bonds last year, or, and now almost $5 million this year. What's it going to do to the tax rate?
Well,
That's
we
not,
actually only have to raise 5% of this as part of the normal operating budget. The mortgage, right, you're getting financing.
So you feel absolutely safe and secure with the people of Summers Point borrowing all this money at this time?
this is how we run the city. This is how we,
I
Maintain
know
the
how you
city.
run the city,
Right.
but what people are asking me is, you're not figuring in the tax increases and what else is coming down the line, and then the school increases. And then there's another big tax hit next year. And everybody's really worried about it, really. And these one-liners that don't say what it's for, nobody knows. So that's why I'm here.
Actually, it was in the budget.
yes.
It was
It's all in the
listed,
budget.
the various things that amount to that was actually listed in the budget,
The capital portion.
the capital portion of the budget, yes.
So everybody has to,
And that was published.
Right.
And they can access
Well, it doesn't
that.
hurt to
Yeah.
ask. It doesn't hurt to ask, because
Right.
here's another thing. People say, Pat, I saw you on YouTube. I said, what? What are you, I'm on no YouTube. It says.
You're on right now, Pat.
They watch it right
You're on
here.
right now.
And they see it, and then they ask me the
that's-
questions, and that's how that comes up. So whatever.
Well, they're more than welcome to call any of us and ask this question.
Really, I think Howard answered this one. The one about the one about the salary. So you said it was in the budget, or was already approved in the budget?
All the capital, both the sewer and the the administration,
It's all-
capital improvements
it
were
was
all
all
in the,
approved. This
they
is
were all in the
just it.
budget, yes.
Okay, all right.
And the salary and wage ordinance covers the salary and wages for all the employees in the city. And it authorizes the business administrator to authorize those payments to the employees.
All right, and this is just one little point of order from sitting in the audience. When that Oak Lane, if you're going to give an ordinance in, and you should have it all together and ready to go in front of council. You can't change it in front of council, and it looks unprofessional, and it looks goofy. So that's all I wanted to say. Thank you for listening.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's the procedure you have to take to do this.
Sorry about that, but whatever it is, if it's hard on you, but the bottom line, it doesn't look right.
Well, it was organized and prepared. It's offensive to be said.
All right. Okay, let's move on. Could I have a motion to close?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? We're now closed for public comment. Could I have a motion to pay the bills, please?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, you got one eye to pay the bill. Charlie says it's okay.
Yep.
There you go. I'll take that.
Blame it on him.
That's it, blame it on the new guy.
We'll take a 5-minute recess, and then we're going to go into executive session. We may or may not be taking some action after executive session. If you wish to wait out in the hallway, we will come and get you and let you know when we're done. Hopefully, it will not be too long.